This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Aries, and this is going to be for Aries and whoever it is that you're thinking about as you sit down to watch this reading. We're going to do a little bit of a different spread today. Just going to play around with a sort of a new idea and see how it flows. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every Aries out there, so take what you need and leave the rest. As always, going on with Aries and their person. What's going on with Aries and their person? Sorry about the noise, y'all. I've probably said this before, but I live in New York, so there's always some kind of traffic noise, some kind of neighbor noise. It is what it is. Okay, Aries and their person. What's going on with Aries and their person? Okay. Let's see. Okay. I feel like just right off the top, like you guys are both stuck, Aries. Hang on, let me just sort of take this all in. So about your person as a person, you might tell me that your person at times can be a bit guarded. It's like they're guarded, but they're not closed off. And I think that they have a little nurturing side, but you may not see it all the time. But I feel like this person also has stability. They have security on their own. Like I don't think this is a person who's like probably struggling financially. I feel like they're probably all right. But they may have a tendency to be somewhat guarded. But when they do, it's like when they do show up for you and they do sort of show this little crack in their wall, you get a glimpse of like a very nurturing side. That might be kind of what keeps you hanging on. I just feel like you get a little peek at it. It's like you don't get to experience this full nurturing side of this person, but you get little glimpses of it, if that makes sense. And again, this is a general reading, so this may not be everybody's story, and that's okay. Aries, so your person, I don't know if your person is like a real dreamer. If this person has like a lot of goals and dreams that they are like trying to accomplish, or I don't know, because like in their feelings, it's like there's a 7 of Cups here. So I don't know if this person tends to be like a dreamy, almost like a tendency to be a little delusional or like confused about what they want, not really knowing what their dreams are, not really knowing. This speaks to me of like someone who doesn't know exactly what they want. This person might be confusing for you. I feel like this person has some elevating to do. This person has some higher learning to do. They, when it comes to like feeling and loving and opening up, I feel like this person has some work to do. Like, just feel like they have some opening up to do, or like they need to get like clarity on what it is that they want in terms of like relationship and love. This person just might confuse you sometimes. Like they might seem like, when you see those little nurturing parts, they might open up and seem like they want to be in this, and then maybe they sort of, I don't know, close back down, and like they get confused, so it makes you confused. But I think if this person is confusing for you, I think they're just as confused. Like I feel like this person needs to sort of introspect, and like they need to do some learning. They need to do some more like almost like spiritual work, if that makes sense, on like getting clarity on like their internal world. Because I feel like this person doesn't know what they want. Like sometimes they want in, sometimes they're not sure. And I know, Aries, that this can be a really damn frustrating type of energy to deal with. I have seen it before, and it's so hard because these type of people can come in and like they show you this like the beauty of their heart and their vulnerability like a little bit, and then it like disappears as fast as it showed up, and it's just like it's so confusing because you know it's there and you know that they have this open heart, but then when they get confused and they kind of swim away, it gets really confusing to understand that duality. But I feel like this person, it's just as confusing for them, but I feel like this is making you confused. Like it's making you in a space where you can't decide if you want this new beginning or not. It's like you can see this potential for this beautiful, abundant new beginning, but you can't even decide. I think that the way that this person comes across, like opening up and shutting down, puts you in a space where you feel really confused and you can't decide if like this is even what you want because of how I almost want to say wishy-washy this person can be. Seven of Cups is a really wishy-washy energy, but so I feel like this person's even just confused about how they feel. But I think that puts you in a stuck mode. Like it just makes you to where you're not sure if you should put this down or you should keep it, or you know, if you should proceed or if you should just give up. You know, it's really interesting. So the potential for the health of the relationship, is going to be King of Cups. So there is a potential here for emotional balance, but King of Cups can sometimes not be as expressive as he needs to be. It's like he feels love in his heart. This person has a capability to feel love, but he doesn't express it, and this might make you hold back too, right? So it's like this is sort of in the mutual energy where love exists, but it's just not being fully expressed. Sometimes King of Cups can keep his cup of love pretty close to the vest. So, you know, there's that. And then yeah, see, in the obstacles, there's a lot of internal conflict. There's a lot of internal conflict, but there's this call, right? There's this sort of like, there's this pull to elevate. There's this pull to like get it together. But it's like there's all this sort of internal conflict standing in the way. To me, Five of Wands always speaks to like, there's five guys here like battling it out with wands, right? So a lot of readers will say like this is not a terrible, brutal conflict because they're fighting with sticks. But to me, this always comes across as internal conflict, self-sabotage. So I just feel like there's some self-sabotaging energy here. I think it starts with your person confusing you, which shuts you down and makes you like not able to pick a direction, right? So I think that's really the obstacle. There's such a need for a deeper learning of like what's going on internally, in order to crack this King of Cups open, for this love to kind of be able to flow. I feel like it's not really flowing right now. Let's see. I don't know if your person has a tendency to be like a little bit too direct sometimes with their words. This makes sense, this Queen of Swords with this sort of duality here between Queen of Pentacles and Nine of Wands. That they like the Queen of Swords tends to be the least expressive emotionally. She's not very emotional, so I don't know if that's a theme for your person, that they sort of shut down emotionally, you know. But they also might be Queen of Swords is not really hurtful with her words, but sometimes she's a little too sharp, like a little bit too direct. If we're talking about sort of what the character flaws are with your person, I would say that there's an open heart aspect missing here. Like, I think you would like to see more of this Queen of Pentacles pop out, and less of this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords can just be kind of almost on the too stoic side. You know, and she could use a little softening. She could definitely use a little bit more Queen of Pentacles, a little bit nurturing. So your person just might tend to be like wordy and like not showing up with enough emotional expression for you. I feel like the weaknesses in the relationship have to do with this wishy-washy energy. Like, this is a wish fulfillment card, right? And we can get some clarity. Yeah, there's a need for transformation here. It's almost like where your person might tend to be sort of dreamy and wishy, they need to get into more of an energy where they get grounded. Like, this guy's almost like a, what's the word, like a farmer, right? He's like planting seeds and growing roots and looking at his harvest. And this is a very grounded energy, right? And it's falling in the challenge position on top of the wish fulfillment card. So I think we have like wish energy and sort of delusion energy. So I think if we're talking about the weakness in the relationship, it would have to be about like, yeah, like a person whose head is sort of in the clouds and an inability to sort of ground down and make choices and stick with it. I just feel like this person's brain is like pinging in 20 different directions. And so they need to get grounded, and sort of like get into a space of like planting roots. This person just may be a little too floaty and not in a space where they are able to really plant roots. But so what's needed is some transformation here. The Death card is here in the weakness. So there may be sort of like a lack of transformation happening. You might just want to be seeing more transformation than what you're seeing. The strengths in the relationship are, you know, the strengths are love. But it's a little bit, it's on the pagey side, right? So, you know, it's like, well, actually, this is a knight. This is a new deck for me. So the cards are like, they're a little bit interesting to read. This looks very pagey. So it's interesting that he came across to me as a page, but we'll go with knight. So, you know, the strengths in the relationship is that there's love here. There's love here, you know, there's love here, but, you know, is a Knight of Cups enough to carry this, you know, this sort of dreamy energy into alignment? I'm not sure. You know, but there is love here. There is love here, although this is going to be a really slow moving love. Like if it is to develop into this new beginning and choices are going to be made, I feel like it's going to be a slow mover. I don't know if this person is wishy-washy because they've been through some kind of heartbreak in the past. But in the outcome, we have like a leaving behind of heartbreak. So, you know, this could be a different outcome for different people. Okay. So there could be some pain that needs to be left behind that's like got your person out of alignment, and why they are so like sort of wishy-washy and guarded and like show a little bit of nurturing and then pull back into sort of their shell. But there's going to be a leaving behind of some type of pain, and that's not a bad thing, because that might be sort of the key to grounding this wishy-washy energy. But there's going to be some type of pain is going to be sort of set down, and the people in this boat, you know, there are two people in this boat, and they are together, and they are turning their back on something, and they are moving towards a mountain. So they're moving towards possibility, right? And that's good. So if we're talking about the outcome, the potential outcome with this relationship, you have a Chariot here. So I think that it's possible that this slow moving night could get some momentum and could get some direction. But there will be a need to leave something behind. Yeah, there will be a need to leave something behind, which is probably all these like dreamy options or ways of being that are like too floaty and like delusional for your person. There will be a need to put that behind and get a focus on where it's going. I think that there's potential here for this person to get it together and do this. You know, and to move towards calmer waters. So the outcome is moving towards calmer waters, and it does pick up some momentum in the possible outcome. Yeah, so that's really nice. And this is paired with a 3 of Wands. So this to me would speak of moving away from pain and moving into calmer waters as a potential outcome for the relationship. And this is sort of where, see, the Chariot is nice because this is someone who has direction now, and they've got like the reins in their hands, and they're sort of like not anymore standing still on this horse with a cup of love, but this is momentum. This is sort of like a decision to have movement, and this is like in a particular direction. This isn't just like someone who doesn't know, like here. This isn't someone who doesn't know which way they're going. This is someone who knows where they're going. And so is this 6 of Swords. This is someone in a boat moving towards calmer waters, and they know exactly where they're going. They're going straight towards these new possibilities, these mountains. So, you know, there's some nice potential here, Aries, but we'll just have to kind of see how it plays out. So that's your reading. Hopefully this resonated. I'm interested in your feedback about this new type of reading. I don't know if I'm totally flowing with it yet, but you know, let's see how it resonates with people. Yeah, if this did resonate, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps grow the channel. And if it didn't resonate, you can always watch your sun, moon, and rising for more resonance. You might find more resonance in your other placements. But I just want to thank you for coming out and receiving this reading today. And I really appreciate you being here and supporting this little channel, getting, you know, off the ground. Okay, take care, Aries.